This time we're going to look at one of those horrible remotes that come with things like the Bose Wave Radio. You know, the credit card ones that take the coin button cell that always break? Well, here's one. Let's see how to fix it. I don't know what it is with this toy camera. I call this a toy camera, but it's the one I picked up for $40 last week. It's the Hybrid Plus. It'll shoot onto built-in memory, a memory stick, or a DVD, and I'm recording this on a DVD just for the heck of it. I don't know what it is that makes me want to shoot anything on this. Maybe it's because of the limited recording time, so I have to speed things up. But anyway, I'm doing it with this one, for this video anyway. And the quality's okay. It's high definition. I have a remote control. This is for, I guess this is for a Bose system. And apparently it's not working, so let's see why it's not working. If you look at it, it is emitting a signal. We'll go to night shot just so that this shows up better. Okay, in night shot, we can see that it's blasting out a signal, but not all the buttons are working. And in particular, the one that's not working is the power button down here on the bottom corner. That button is not working. That's the problem with this one. Let's see if we can fix it. Since the problem is under this one corner, let's just use a spudger to lift up the membrane, or lift up the top cover of this, because it's going to be a membrane or a contact type switch underneath here, and it is. And it looks like the little it looks like okay, what's happened on here is it's worn right through. Normally, if we look on here, if we peel this up, you'll see all this is just a circuit board, and there's little discs that when you push it down, these little discs flex down, and on this one here, it's worn right through, which is no longer making contact, and that's why that button is not working. So we have to figure out a way to actually get something in here that will be conductive, and we can use it to make a contact here. And I'm going to try something that I've read about, but I've never actually tried it before. We're going to use graphite from a pencil and mix it in with some super glue and see if we can make a little bit of a paste of it and put it onto this contact here and see whether that will work. What I'm doing is I'm pulverizing some lead or graphite from a mechanical pencil. Just take a little bit of lead off the end of the pencil here and place it down on a piece of paper, and then I'm just crushing it, hammering it down into a powder. To make a powder of graphite, which I'll mix up. I'll put some crazy glue or super glue onto the pad, and then place this onto, I'll use my scalpel here to scoop this up, and we'll place this onto the actual remote control in the area where the conductor is missing, which is right here on this key here. And we're going to place that on there, put some crazy glue on there, and hopefully that's going to provide enough conductivity so that when the button is pressed, it'll make contact and will fix the remote. That's the idea. So let me get the crazy glue ready. I bought myself some new Titan brand, 4 tubes for $2 at the dollar store. I'm probably going to hear it from people now telling me never to go to the dollar store, because there's some people out there that just have a thing about the dollar store. But when I can get 4 tubes of super glue for $2, and you know that this stuff doesn't last, right? Once you open it up, the tubes start to fail pretty quick. They gel pretty quick. So these ones here, they're in a sealed tube. You just screw down the top and it opens the tube, and it's ready to go. And they're in small enough containers that you're not going to waste a lot. So we just screw that down. That opens the tube, and now I can go ahead and we'll get the graphite powder into the place on the remote control where I want it to be, and then we'll put a drop of glue on there and then throw some more powder on top of it. So let me just throw this powder in here onto the remote, onto the button right here. We'll put a drop of glue Okay, I'm going to let this dry and we'll see what happens. All right, oh, my color balance has shifted on my camera here. Okay, it's been drying here for a while. Let's see whether it works. Can we see anything flashing when I push the power button? I think so. Let's turn on the night shot. Power button. Volume down, volume up. All the buttons appear to be working now. But yeah, there's our power down button. You can see when I push it, you can see it flash. So it definitely does work. Another thing that does work, and what I've used in the past, is this is a metallic aluminum tape that's used for like ductwork, to seal up ducts for heating and air conditioning system. This stuff works really good too, because it's aluminum, it's a foil, and it's got a sticky back. So this stuff really works well. And I've done that before, but I figured I would try the graphite trick with some crazy glue on this one. And as you can see, even without turning on the infrared, you can see it flashing away there when I push down on the power button. So this remote control is now functional once again. So there you go. That's how to do it. I say I've never done it before. I just tried it now. It took a little longer than I thought. I had to really let the glue dry up there. And what I did is I just put a little bit of crazy glue on the pad itself, or on the membrane part, the flexible part, and then I piled up the powdered graphite on top of that. So hopefully it's going to last for a while. Anyway, that's about all we can do on these type of remote controls. They're really not designed to be repaired, but if you persevere, you can repair it. Anyway, that's it for this quick little video using my, I call it my toy camera. Actually, I kind of like this little camera. For what it is and for what it cost me, it does a pretty good job. And it uses lasers. How cool is that? Recording right to disk on a laser, I think, is way cooler than just recording onto memory chips. But limited time, it's only 1080i as opposed to 1080p. It still doesn't look bad. I might try one at a lower bit rate and just see how it looks in the SP speed, see how it compares in terms of sharpness. I don't think it's quite as sharp as my other camera, but it's good enough for a demonstration like this. Anyway, as usual, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.